We're watching Barnstable this morning. Cape Cod Community College Theater is presenting two shows opening this weekend, Kiss Me Kate and the Taming of the Shrew. I got a chance to go over during one of their rehearsals a few weeks ago and talk to some of the students who are actors and also some community members who are actors in the play as well. We talked a little bit about the plays, their characters, how the plays interact with each other and what the experience has been like. So from the stage of Cape Cod Community College, let's bring you today's Arts and Culture segment. Good morning.
Taming of the Shrew is really a farce. I mean, you think Shakespeare, you think like serious stuff. I mean, he's done a lot of comedies, but this really has a lot of comedy in it. It's kind of like, it's like a soap opera, you know, set in medieval Renaissance times. And Kiss Me Kate is basically the musical version of that on stage, which also follows the characters playing the actors off stage who have a similar relationship with each other.
Everybody's in both of them. It's a repertory company, which is really, really exciting for a college in general to even approach, let alone a community college.
Taming the Shrew is a comedy, and it's done over the top. Ultimately, that's what we're aiming for, to sort of make caricatures of each one of the roles, and so that's why I have my cane here. I'm practicing to be old Gremio, and so I think they'll really get a lot of enjoyment out of it.
In Kiss Me Kate, I play Lois Lane. I had to think, was that Shakespeare? Yeah, I play Lois Lane and Bianca within Kiss Me Kate. So I'm playing Taming of the Shrew, I play Bianca. She is a very, very young, but very, very sought after girl who is trying to be ready to be a woman in Elizabethan times.
In Kiss Me Kate, I am playing Hattie, who is Lily Vanessi's personal assistant, and she is her right-hand person who wants to be on the stage just as bad as anybody else. She sings another opening, another show, and she's in the ensemble, but she wants to be, she's like the mother hen to everyone in the show and wants to be there. And then in Taming of the Shrew, I am playing Trania, which was originally supposed to be Tranio, but we switched it to a female part where I am Lucentio's right-hand servant who disguises as Lucencio to help him get the girl of his dreams.
I play Gremio in both shows. It's a little bit weird because Gremio is the eldest suitor to Bianca, who is being played by my daughter. So that's been a little bit interesting in terms of character development.
And, the part that I'm playing in Kiss Me Kate is Fred, and he is a lead that I've always wanted to play. And Kate is a show that is not auditioned on the Cape very often at all, and so to be able to have the opportunity to audition for it and to perform in this space with several people that I've only known one person in the cast before, so it's sort of neat with the show because for those 2-3 months it's like family.
It's been just like any other process, really. You're going to work really hard to make that show amazing, even if you're doing 2 or 1. But I'm realizing now that there's a lot more work to be done and just not that much time to do it. So I'm just really excited to see the result and already really proud of what we've all done.
It's been a great experience. Doing 2 shows, which are both very different shows, is a lot to take in, and it's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work. Going from a musical, which is what I really love to do, to something I've always wanted to do, which was Shakespeare, and taking both those characters and both those roles and working on them is a great experience, and it's been a lot of fun.
The thing that I enjoy the most is that you start out with words on a sheet of paper, and you develop it into something that is very real, and it's getting people to work together, collaborate, and that you produce something, you create something. It's, to me, that's the best creative way to do it.
It's been very interesting to see everyone's interpretation of the characters, especially working with with college students and seeing some of them, I think, having their first experience with Shakespeare and seeing what they can bring to it, and they kind of bring a little bit of a modernization to it. Even though it's not a modernization of Shakespeare, they actually bring a fresh outlook on it and a lot of energy to it and bring it alive, especially for potential audience members that were going to be younger and may not understand the story as well. I think they bring a little bit more of a fresh perspective to it.
Basically, this play has been a lot of hard work. We're all giving it our all. It's been definitely a worthwhile experience. I mean, for any actor, it's just been such an honor to have this much fun and to be with such a great crew. I've been having a blast, honestly.
It's been a little bit tricky because the methods that I've used before to learn scripts or choreography or songs are all sort of crashing into one another at the same time. But so it's mostly working. I've just had to adjust to try and figure everything out on the same
Fall. To be able to not only see Cole Porter and Shakespeare for what the college charges for a ticket price. Most of the theaters on the Cape, $15 is really cheap to be able to see good theater. And if you're student faculty, that's $10. And also they're combining the shows, so if you see Kate and Shrew, then you get a combined price, which is less than what it would be if you paid for each of them individually. And you know, it's hard for me because I am as biased a theater person as there is, you know, and I could go see Kiss Me Kate performed almost anywhere and just be singing the lyrics in my head and watching it because it's got great comedy, it's funny, it's raunchy, and I think there's a little bit that everybody can enjoy. The raunchiness isn't such that you can't bring, you know, kids to it of a certain age. And also the Shakespeare too, is one of the things that's hard for people to understand about Shakespeare is its approachability. There is a little bit of a sort of a language barrier that sometimes people get with Shakespeare, and they think, oh, well, I won't be able to get it, won't be able to follow. But I tell you, the jokes, you know, it was first performed in 1594, and the jokes are as poignant and perfect and right now. And if you, all it takes is just pay attention to what the people are saying, and you'll be able to follow right along on this great roller coaster that is, you know, one of the Bard's great comedies. So, you know, literally, I can't say enough to get people to come out and see it. So.
You're going to see connections between the two, and I think if you were to go see Taming of the Shrew, you probably might get a better understanding of the story if you went and saw Kiss Me Kate after. And what's nice about this production is if you go to see one show, you bring your ticket stub in for the next show, and you get to see the next show half price.